Hello everyone, this is Zooc, and today I'm just going to bring you a quick drawing that I just finished, just as a pre-course to getting back to normal daily life. As I previously mentioned, I was going to do a Christmas monster, but I decided to skip that and just do Evil Santa instead, because why the fuck not? That's the best reason I can come up with. So anyway, how was Christmas? I guess everyone got the presents they were asking for, and if you didn't, then you can always blame Santa's evil counterpart for breaking into your house and taking your iPads and iPhones, which is what he does for Christmas. Anyway, how was my Christmas? Well, pretty fucking sad, to be honest. By my own choosing, I must say, because I will give credit to my friends. They did ask me out on Christmas Day. But in my mind, you gotta be somewhat insane to go out on Christmas, because every fucking hobo in the city that doesn't have a family or anyone to spend it with will go out clubbing with their friends or alone, and it's just very crowded and kind of unpleasant. So for these major holidays, I always prefer staying inside or going to someone's place, because it's really stressful with the crowds of drunkards and all that. I don't know how it was this year. It might have been different, but for the past few years, it's kind of been that way. Especially the public market holidays are the worst. You know, sometimes they organize like public market parties for New Year's and Christmas over here, and it's like wallets get stolen, people get into fights. It's a ruckus. It's crazy. Nobody in their right minds attends those parties. It's not for me. I dislike that shit. So anyway, for Christmas, I didn't get anything because all of my presents, the only present I'm getting, will be arriving much later on. So it was kind of an ordinary day, really. Sat around, relaxed for the past 3 days. I haven't put out a video, as you've noticed. It's been kind of a mini vacation, and haven't really done much of anything. I cleaned my toilet, cleaned my sink, cleaned the house a bit. You know, just did house stuff. But I did have one triumph this year. Usually Romanians for Christmas, Easter, and I think that's about it, or is it more? Maybe New Year's. I'm not sure. We bake a certain kind of cake here. It's called kozonak. Bulgarians will know it as kozunak, and Poles, Albanians, other Slavic nations will know it as babka or bobka. Basically, it's very akin to the challah bread from the Jews, but less Jewish, not braided, and sweeter. It's like a sort of a fruit cake, if you will, but not with as much fruit in it. It's basically a sweet bread with a swirl of walnut and sugar in it, or you can put like Turkish delight or raisins or a bunch of stuff. You know, you can glaze it or not glaze it. And it's very much Eastern European. It's what we do here for every major holiday, pretty much. And it's very easy to mess up. You know, a lot of housewives have issues with baking the perfect kozonak because there's a lot of kneading to be done. And since most people don't have free access to an actual mixer that does a good job kneading dough, like Americans do with their KitchenAids, a lot of times people get lazy and the cake comes out kind of lame, because you gotta knead it like a whole freaking lot. And so this year, since I had bought my KitchenAid mixer, I decided to try it out and bake in my new oven, and it was an absolute success. We've made the best kozonak we've ever made, and it really shows when you got the right tools for it. So yeah, that was a pretty nice triumph. Like in Romania, Christmas is very much about eating a lot of stuff. You know, there's a lot of foods that don't get made during the year. Like you can make a turkey anytime. You know, you have a dinner party, you can make a turkey. But over here, the foods we do for Christmas and like New Year's and Easter, you don't really have throughout the year, like at all, unless you're maybe in the countryside where it's more common to have certain kinds of food. So we have the cabbage rolls, which I previously mentioned in videos. Basically, you take a pickled cabbage, which I don't think I've ever seen in the US. It's very hard for Americans to get a hold of something like that. You can make your own, but it's kind of it's kind of a pain in the ass, and you can easily spoil it. So a lot of people in the countryside here make pickled cabbage, and then they sell it in markets before the holiday. So it's really easy to get a hold of it. And those are filled with like meat, pork, rice, various spices, and baked in a pot with tomato sauce for a few hours just to soften up the cabbage. And you know, those are pretty easy to mess up as well. Like my mom gets it right about 8 times out of 10. but this year they were actually pretty perfect. And they're called sarma or sarmale, so all the Slavs will recognize it easily. It's very much a traditional thing with its roots somewhere in Turkey. Turks have a habit of eating stuff rolled in either vine leaves, which we do as well, or not sure about cabbage, but I'm pretty sure we use cabbage because it was more freely available. But it's actually pretty delicious, and it's eaten with horseradish, like grated horseradish on top. Some people choose to eat it with sour cream. That's kind of disgusting for the cabbage ones. For the vine leaf ones, the vine leaf rolls, you always eat those with sour cream. So really depends on the region. It's very a regional thing, but I've always liked them with grated horseradish. And also we have another dish here called piftie, which is basically like a pork trotter or pig trotter aspic. Like you boil the pig hooves, and then you, not hooves, but trotters. And then so the, what's it called? Connective tissue breaks down and forms like natural gelatin, like aspic. And then you mix that with garlic and various spices, and you put strands of meat, like very fat-free meat. That's how I prefer it, but some people put like fatty stuff in it as well. And then you just let it chill, and it's basically like a meat aspic, which is also eaten with either mustard or horseradish. So it's, for us, you know, when holidays come, we kind of look forward to eating all of this stuff that's only reserved for the holidays. I think I've talked about what we eat for Easter here, which is like lamb offal meatloaf or something like that. That's also kind of, you know, a lot of the stuff sounds disgusting for Americans who have their baked turkeys or hams, you know, honey baked hams and all of these potato salads and stuff. Like, we just eat like some crazy shit here, but it's really delicious. A lot of times any chef will tell you the most disgusting part of the animal is oftentimes the tastiest when prepared right. So pig trotters, a lot of people throw them away, but if you use them right, you can make like some really delicious things. So it's nice. So yeah, I just sat around and played a bit of StarCraft, and that's about it. For us here, New Year's is actually a much bigger deal than Christmas. Again, in the US, I know Christmas is like the biggest holiday of the year, and the whole family gets together, etc. And you got the Black Friday going on, and Boxing Day, and everything, and all that shit. But in Romania, Christmas is like chill time. You know, you eat. Some people have parties, some people have family get-togethers, but most of the time, it's kind of a chill holiday, and you eat your foods and you drink your drinks, and then you fuck off to bed, you know. Or you go out drinking, it's smashed, depends on the person. But New Year's, that is when shit gets crazy. New Year's is like the biggest deal here. I don't know why, to be honest. I know in America it's not that big a deal, because I caught New Year's in America and I was like, you know, kind of like, But over here, I was like, people get in comas, hospitals get filled up with people from alcoholic comas, and just, you know, parties going on all over the place. Fireworks go on for hours on end. It's really insane. So for New Year's, I will be going to a party at someone's house with like a few dozen people, and we'll see what's up. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. I'm probably going to get wasted and go home early, as I usually do. But it should be entertaining. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to for holidays to pass, because it's always, you know, my rituals get disturbed. Like, I couldn't go to the gym for an entire week, and it's closed until January 1st and all that shit. And like, you either work or you don't work, or, you know, there's some crazy shit going on, or it's just kind of a hectic time. So quite frankly, for me, because I don't have really anyone to spend it with, as in like a loved one, except my mother and grandmother, it's kind of a pain in the ass. So I'm looking forward to getting back to normal and having my daily routine and working and making money and doing videos and all this shit. So anyway, I'm just gonna end it here. I just wanted to use this video as an opportunity to talk about how it was, and just wanted to put out a quick drawing. This was like a 2-hour thing. It wasn't like super detailed. So yeah, it's just kind of a drawing challenge mixed with my actual drawings, because I'm kind of pressed for time. I'm supposed to be going out soon, so I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and please rate that shit, and hopefully you had a good Christmas, and I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.